Thank you for joining in this wonderful new creation, the Create Masterclass. I have been busy with this new creation since we arrived back in Spain, and it is really coming from my heart and soul. And it is all about creating from soul. So it is all about letting your soul create through you and not push, not hustle, not have anything to do with deadlines or anything like that. You will surpass anything that looks like struggle in your creation process by connecting your creation process to soul. And I am super excited to walk you through this beautiful, beautiful presentation. My name is Nanda. I am the founder and creator of Ananda Soul Travel and of this Purpose Playground. I've been a soul purpose coach since 2016 and been guiding beautiful souls like you back to their purpose and back into their power. And right now we are pivoting into coming more into creation mode. So that means that when you have found your purpose and you know why you are here, that it is time to start sharing your beautiful gift with the world through your beautiful purpose projects or creations. And this is what is going to help you to really dive in to that connection from like you in your life, connected to your soul purpose, and to your spiritual guidance. And I am so happy that I get to walk you through this beautiful masterclass today. And we are going to do something very, very special, and that is we are going to connect you to your creative genius. So let me start by sharing the slide. We are here today because you have that deep longing inside of yourself to step into your divine creations. You recognize yourself as a creator, as a visionary, as somebody that is here to create from soul, to create from your purpose, and you're done with the struggle. Am I right? I think I'm right. So here is the outline of today. We are us as creators. I want to open with that. The intention and big promise for this masterclass and for the offer I have at the end. The common barriers when you are in a creation process, and that it's completely normal to walk into these barriers, and also how to overcome them. Then I will share with you the 3-shift process, which is my create method, and I will share a little bit about that. And then I will share with you that beautiful meditation to tap into your divine purpose project and start co-creating that with your creative genius. The creative genius is an entity or an energy that has all the answers and has chosen you for a specific project. And we are going to do a beautiful meditation where you will meet that creative genius that is knocking on your door right now and that led you to this beautiful masterclass. So we are going to add that to the content. And then I will share a little bit more about the create method and what's included, some results of former clients of mine, the AMA method and why that is so valuable inside of the create method, and how the AMA method is going to help you surpass procrastination, and how you will never ever feel again that you are failing or that you're not following through on your purpose, because with the AMA method it becomes super easy, aligned and fulfilling. And then of course I'm going to do an invitation for a next step to take, but that's all up to you. Us as creators, We are the creators of the new world. If you don't know that already. We are creators of the new world, and we are also the creators of our reality. We are born this way, and no one is an exception. It's how much of your creative power you consciously use that determines how much of your reality you create. Let that sink in. Because if you feel like you are powerless in creating your reality, that doesn't mean that you are powerless. That just means that you are using less of your creative powers that you initially own. Like, you have all that you need inside of you to create your reality and to bring beautiful creations into this world, and therefore bring a new world to your reality, you know? But it is that we have started to believe that we are powerless, and that is like a programming from the collective consciousness. And I am here to break that. I'm here to remind you of your creative powers and consciously awaken them so that you can start using them to create your reality and become the creator that you already are. Know that you are always creating, maybe without intention. Everything that you have in your life right now are based on decisions that you've made, or thoughts that you believe, or things that happened to you that led into a series of events starting to create that reality for you. But that doesn't mean that you have been powerless. It just means that you have not taken the lead in using the powers that are within you. And yeah, I'm here to ask you, are you ready to take your magic back and create with soul? Are you ready? Type ready in the comments if you're ready. Are you ready? I want to hear. I'm someone that is normally very visual, and I want to look at your face, and this is the first time that I do a presentation without me looking in the camera, and I have no idea who's watching. I have no idea who is in the room with me. So I'm gonna open my my phone for a bit just to see if we are live. Yes. Okay, Verona is saying yes, I can. Thank you for responding, Verona. I will check back in with all of you, and also I mentioned in the little snippet before we started that I have created a beautiful workbook. The workbook is for after the masterclass, so don't worry, you will get the link right after the masterclass, so I don't have to multitask right now, but you will be getting that right after the masterclass, so that you can write down your inspirations from what you're getting today. So don't worry, we will be on track. My intention for you today is to get you back into alignment with your big vision, with your purpose, and with your creative powers, so that you can consciously start to co-create with the universe and live your magic life by design. What does that mean? That means that you start to embrace the big vision. And I mean that vision that you had as a child, or that you feel deep down inside how the world should be. That big vision for the new earth, that big vision of everybody living in harmony, in love, and in alignment with source, and everybody being friendly to each other, and like that big vision that you deep down in your heart know what the world should look like. And with that, I'm also going to remind you that that is not just a vision that is there just to spite you. No, this is a vision that is your purpose. You have come here to create that reality, and we are going to open you up with that big vision and awaken your creative powers so that you can consciously start to create with the universe and living your magic life. What does that mean? Like, I've been proclaiming now that I am not only a soul purpose coach, but I'm also a magic life coach. And with magic life, I mean that your spiritual self or your sacred spirit team is co-creating everything in your reality, and it gives you permission to talk about angels, about dragons, about who you feel deep down that you are, and claim that and really live in that reality. I'm going to share a little bit of a story that demonstrates what magic life means to me. I have had a big awakening happening in 2017 when I walked my Camino, and I had been connecting to spirit guides that were not angels. Like, a lot of people have angels or deceased loved ones that are their guides, but for me that was a dragon, and it was so weird for a lot of people, so I never talked about it. So I started walking my Camino with my spirit guide, with my dragon, and it led me to Finisterre. And in Finisterre there is a beautiful beach. It's called Mar de Fora, like the outside beach, the outside of the ocean. But it is beautifully it depicts beautifully two mountains that are shaped as the dragon heads. And for me, that was just such a big sign that I was landing in the place where I needed to be. Because these dragon heads, they were acknowledging my spirit guides. And my spirit guides said, yes, this is where you should be. And then when I left Finisterre in that same year, after staying for 2 months, I left Finisterre and I asked my spirit guide, my dragon, are you coming with me? And he said, no, this is my home. I will wait for you here. And I didn't get it. I didn't really fully get it until in 2021, like 3.5 years later, I moved here with my current partner, and we grew our family here. So this is a place, Finisterre, for me, is a place where not only me and my physical needs and visions were met, but also those magical visions, like fairies, and talking about fairies and dragons, and having bonfires on the beach, and having magical encounters with people that you have never met, but you feel like, oh my god, our souls already know each other. That is what I mean by living a magic life. So I leave it with that little conversation, because I can talk about this for hours and hours, but just to have a little bit of an example of what a magic life, according to me, looks like. So this is my intention for you for today. Whether you decide to take our next steps together or you continue your journey by yourself, I want you to take some valuable lessons from today's class. And let's activate your creative power and meet your creative genius, shall we? So I want to start with acknowledging some common barriers. And I want to raise my hand. I know you can't see me, but I want to raise my hand because, yes, I've had them all. And sometimes they pop up, and I know now how to manage them. So I will walk you through them. The common barrier number 1 is that you've learned to stay safe, aka hide your power and dim your light, not to make others feel uncomfortable. This is a little bit what I meant about talking about dragons and having like visions and things like that and keeping them to myself. I thought that would make me happier because I could stay safe and people would accept me more. And I've learned that it actually was the one barrier that I needed to surpass and say like, no, I'm gonna show up and be my complete self so that I can create my reality and have a magic life, because I'm not here for mediocre. So if you agree with this, if you feel like you've been hiding your powers and dimming your light just to fit in, just feel how that feels. Just feel how that feels. Because probably you think you are not making others feel uncomfortable, but you are feeling uncomfortable, and that is the least person that needs to feel uncomfortable. You need to feel that you are breathing, that you are alive, that you are radiating with joy and laughter and love, and that you can fully be yourself. That is the mission that you have in life. It's your obligation to yourself. So yeah, staying safe, hiding for other people's sake is a big, big no-no. But it's a common barrier, and I know, like I said before, I'm raising my hand on all 4 of these. So yeah, don't feel bad about it, but just decide today, are you here to be comfortable or uncomfortable in a common life? Or are you here to create your magic life and dare to step out of that safety zone that is fake? Either way, but we can dive into that topic another time. Or are you here to fully embrace your light and step into your power? That is your decision and nobody else's. Common barrier number 2, you got detached from your creative energy because society tells you that it's not worth anything. You can't make money with your art. I know that there's a lot of creatives in here in our group, in our tribe, or watching right now, that say like, oh my God, yes, I have heard that sentence so many times from my parents, from teachers, from grown-ups, from anyone that is out of touch with magic. I'm gonna use the word again, magic. Your creative energy is something innate. It is your birthright to be in that creative energy. It is like, if you look at nature, everything you see around you is that creative energy. So, hello, not worth anything? I think it's the opposite. So I want to blow that one out of the water with you right here, right now. If you agree that nature is beyond magical, and yeah, then you must admit that you are beyond a miracle as well. Your creative energy is your way back to source. So yeah, embrace it. Get back in touch with it. And I think with today's masterclass, we will get you jumpstart that, to have that great big love relationship with your creative energy again. So yeah, let all what society tries to tell you, pull that through your filter, your own filter, and what is true for you. Find evidence for what is your truth. Just needs to be one. And like I said, nature is a big example of how creative energy is super worthy, because we're all living and breathing it every day. And with that, you have just rewritten that script. That society tells us bullshit is no longer true for you. All you need is one example where your own truth prevails over the programming that you have going underneath the surface, and that's all it takes. So every time that you feel like, oh my God, this old belief comes up, then you override it again and you say, oh no, that's not my truth. That's how they tried to control my creative energy, and I'm not here for that. So I hope this is landing. Another common barrier why you are not bringing your creative projects out into the world is making yourself believe that others are better, more talented, or have better chances. Hello. Hello, inferiority complex. Okay, we are going to blow this one out of the water by by connecting to our creative genius just a little bit ahead in this workshop, because we have all been there. We have all been there watching others and saying like, oh my God, this one is so much better at being a teacher, or at public speaking, or at art, or at anything that you are passionate about. You look at others and you think, oh my God, I can't do this because that person is better than me. And it is never about the other person. It is always, and it has always been, about you fully claiming your creative powers and awakening your purpose and living in your own truth and becoming the best version of yourself. And that doesn't mean that you need to copy anyone. It means that you get to be you, and you get to celebrate all of you and embrace all of you. So this is, like I said, we're gonna, when you connect to your creative genius, you will find out that the creative project has chosen you for a reason, because you are the best person for the job. All you need to do is say yes to it. Okay. And then common barrier number 4, we procrastinate and downplay our true desires and make it about attainable goals instead of miracles and dream creations. So procrastination, raise your hand. Who knows a little bit about procrastination? If a project feels too big, what we tend to do is procrastinate. And a lot of our internal conversations pop up. I can't do this, it's too big, it's too complicated, I can't do it alone. And all of those limiting beliefs lead to procrastination. And if you have had a cycle of this, then probably you started to make your goals a little bit more attainable. So you started to downplay your true desires. Because your true desire might be to live abroad in a beautiful castle, or surrounded by nature, or have an apartment with ocean view, and you have been downplaying it and saying like, no, looking over to the trees in the neighbor's backyard is equally satisfying to me. And that way it became attainable. But that is not what I wish for you. I really want you to live your big vision and to reawaken your true desires. And they are attainable, but only if you choose to. So I want to invite you to step back into the realm of magic and miracles and start allowing yourself to dream big again, and to allow yourself to just take small aligned actions in the direction of your dreams. That's all it takes. And in the final part of our masterclass today, I will take you through my AMA method. AMA means she loves in Spanish. And that is going to help you with that procrastination. It will nail it in the bud, and you will take small aligned actions every single day that lead you to your true desires and your big dream creations. I'm on a roll. Yeah, it feels so good to be in connection with you all. Thank you. Let's get on. So in the CREATE method, like I have a big intention for this community, for you, for me, for my life, but also for all the purpose-driven women that I come across. I believe that when we get to shift these 3 things, like the common barriers, of course, those are the small shifts, but yeah, everybody has them, but also it's very easy to overcome them. And then there are 3 shifts that are inside of my program that I deeply believe in. And shift number 1 is become the purpose become the person for your purpose. Sorry. So become the person for your purpose. And this is an identity shift. There is only one you, and you have incredible gifts and talents that make you who you are and who you are meant to be. So this is an invitation to stop looking outside of yourself and turn inward and find the value you've been looking for. Making this internal shift not only gives you more self-confidence and self-love, but it also gives you back your power to create, because you realize that you are the creator and that your incredible gifts and talents are with you for a reason that is beyond you, that's bigger than you. Which leads us to shift number 2. Make your purpose so clear you become unshakable. You are here to live your purpose, but a lot of people are like wobbly in their purpose because it's not clear enough. And if it's not clear, then you second guess easier, and then you have all these reasons why it's not going to happen and all of that. Once you have a clear purpose, no thing or no one can keep you from it. Because you are your purpose. There is nothing going to stop you, because you and your purpose are so deeply aligned. Your soul has been guiding you to this purpose all the steps of your life, consciously or unconsciously. And there are a million ways to create with your purpose. There is not one way. It's not like, okay, you write this book and then your purpose is done. No, there are a million ways you can create with your purpose. And that purpose is going to anchor in your why you came into this earth. And it's going to anchor in that feeling of who you essentially are. So this becoming, the first shift, and the purpose and the clarity around your purpose, those two are going to have such a solid base that nothing is going to stop you, and you truly become unshakable. Anchoring in your purpose means that you get this inner drive that wakes you up in the morning, that inspires you to talk to this person, that inspires you to take that course, that inspires you to have conversations about different topics than mainstream, because it drives you daily from the inside out. And so I really wish for all of you that are listening, do become super clear on your purpose, because that is gonna take all the B options out of the road. There's only option number A, and that is living your purpose. So how are we all doing? Are you still on track? Is it already too much? Because I'd love to hear. I am on fire, and I know that I'm can be overwhelming sometimes. So if there's any questions that you have, do drop them in the comments. If you feel that you are like recognizing yourself in one of the common blocks, and you need some more assistance, I'm here for you. So do let me know if there's something else that you need besides what I already tried to portray in this workshop. And if you're still not clear on your purpose, then I have a beautiful course that will lead you right to it. The Purpose Through Pleasure mini course. So if you are still searching for purpose, then do sign up for that one. Like I said, there are 3 shifts. So if everybody is okay, then I'm continuing to shift number 3. And that is about co-creating your reality with the help of your spiritual guides and your creative genius. Any project becomes a divine playful creation with soul. Creating in a joyful, gentle, and dedicated pace, aka soul flow. So what this means is that creation happens in a much higher dimension, like in deep, deep alignment with your soul and your spirit guides, and by letting this creative genius guide you. And it's such a different experience. I'm sure you've all done like the hustle and grind creations. I remember in school that I had some deadlines, and like 3 days before the deadline, like everything in my computer crashed. Like I couldn't find anything anymore. And I was like, no, this is devastating. I can't find anything back. And what happened? Of course, a day before the deadline, I finished it. Why? Because it was never about the grind. It was about what I learned in the process, and I put all of that knowledge, I think from my creative genius for that project, I put that into the rewriting of everything, and everything came out like perfectly, even better. So that's a little bit about co-creation with your spirit guides and with this creative genius. It is never about the hustle and grind. It has always been about you tapping into the creative energy of the project. And we are going to do something very, very fun today. The creative genius! I added this. I had to, because I wanted this masterclass to be already super valuable, and not only let me break some limiting beliefs and show you what is possible, but I also want you to really, really tap into your creative genius. So let me tell you a little bit. Every project has a creative genius. It carries the energy behind all of creation and the specific answers to all of your design questions. Allowing your creative genius to work through you is the most soul-aligned and blessed experience you can have. It helps you move with ease, grace, and joy. And the creation process is productive and in flow. Stop the hustle. Start allowing in your genius. Another story comes. In 2015, I was like in a pivotal moment in my life, and I started to free write a little bit in my garden. It was a beautiful sunny day in springtime in the Netherlands, and I sat in my garden with some papers, and I started writing like, geez, what happened to me in these past years? Like from 2012, my awakening, and everything happened so fast, and what actually happened to me in these past years, because I had become a completely different person. So I started to free write, and before I knew it, this free writing came out with a table of content, like 7 chapters, titles. And I started writing, which I thought was going to be just a journaling exercise for me to get some clarity. But then I was writing without stopping, and then I was making the soup for the afternoon. I was just stirring in soup and like looking back at those papers in the garden, and they were like waving at me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm writing a book. It was really that magical. I did not even know what I was doing, and I was already doing it. And like I said, the table of contents was already there. I never rewrote it. I never said, oh, I need to add another chapter. I never added it in this sense. Like, I knew this table of content, it's going to be a book, and I just dedicated and I gave my sacred yes. This was my first experience of working with my creative genius consciously. like I said, in school projects, probably they already have been working with me, but I was not conscious right then and there. This time, I wasn't even aware it already started. I was already creating it. And then I realized what it was going to become. And I just let the flow. I just let the creative energy of the creative genius do the work for me. Or through me, better. I was so super productive and in flow that by, I think it was not even summer. Yeah, I think midsummer, I finished the work. It was like 6-7 weeks later. And then like my mind kicked in and I did a whole rewriting experiences with actually a soul aligned client. So we did the editing and I published it in April of 2016. It was a wonderful experience. I know that the creative genius was there with me every step of the way. So what is the creative project that is knocking on your door? Are you curious to know? I know that I am. So if you already know, type them in the comments. If you don't worry. We will start to tap into this creative genius that is trying to work through you now. So I want to invite you to leave behind you or set aside all the creative projects that you have not finished yet or that you've been pondering upon or like in your mind already like that you've had already some negative experiences around, if I'm making myself clear. So if there is some part of you that is sabotaging a creative project, like 2 years ago you started writing a book and then 3 months later you just left it catching dust on the shelf, leave it there for this moment, because we are now going to tap into your creative genius that is knocking on your door right now. That can be a different project or that can be that same book, but I want you to be open. So that being said, are we ready for some deep dive meditation? So take a comfortable position, roll back your shoulders, close your eyes, place your feet firmly on the ground, wiggle a little bit so that you feel that your tailbone is also pointing towards the ground. And take a deep breath into your nose and out through your mouth. Take another deep inhale through your nose and out through your mouth. Arriving here in this moment, curious and ready to find out which creative genius is knocking on your door and what soul purpose project are you here to create. And another deep inhale through your nose all the way into your belly, expanding the belly, letting those creative energies gather in the belly. Hold it for a few seconds. And on the exhale, spiraling it out and blowing out with a sigh. Beautiful. So anchor in the feet of the soles of your feet. Anchor them into the floor beneath you, into Mother Earth. And let your tailbone extend into the floor beneath you as well. Visualize a beautiful cord, a colorful cord, growing into the ground, into all the layers of Mother Earth beneath your feet and your tailbone. And letting this cord anchor you into the here and now, being present. Like I said before, let everything from the past, all of your failed creations or attempts to create something, let them fade away to the background. You are here in this moment, completely safe, completely open and clear to receive new inspiration for your divine soul purpose project. And as you feel the energy underneath your feet building up, invite a beautiful, loving presence of Mother Earth into your legs. And letting it ground you. And feel that loving presence of Mother Earth taking care of you physically and mentally, bringing you into a stillness, into the present moment. And let that energy spiral up into your belly, into your creative center, your sacral chakra. Open it up, left and right. Masculine, feminine energy playing together. And let this beautiful energy from Mother Earth spiral up through your spine, into your chest. Opening up your heart, loosening your shoulders, your arms, your neck, and your head. Dropping your jaw, loosening your jaw, letting your eyes become soft. And gently rest into the sockets of your eye, connecting to your third eye in the middle of your head. Let it activate your third eye, welcoming in your inspiration, your intuition, and your vision. And connecting to your crown chakra. So come with your attention to your crown chakra as this energy of Mother Earth is taking care of your physical needs and bringing you into a state of reception and the neurological calm and receptiveness. Visualize it on the top of your head. You are opening your crown chakra. And as you do so, you feel that in the center of this beautiful crown chakra, there's a beautiful white golden light dropping in. From the universe, directly from your soul into your head. And let this beautiful white golden light come into your physical body, lighting up all the cells in your body, in your heart, in your arms, in your hands, lighting up your spine all the way to your tailbone, filling up your legs, and sending it out into Mother Earth, where a beautiful exchange in energy is taking place. Go back with your attention to this beam of light connected to your crown chakra. And we are going to invite your creative genius to come into this space. Allow your creative genius to come sit next to you And I want you to open your mind by saying this sentence after me. Roll your eyes up as if you're looking to your third eye from the inside, and repeat quietly the following. Even if I don't know how to connect to the creative genius of my next soul purpose project, I know that I am doing this now. I welcome in my divine creation. I welcome in my creative genius, and I fully allow my creative genius to express itself through me. I give permission to use my unique talents and gifts and to expand my creative soul powers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It will be done. Now look next to you. Maybe it's an energy or a vision of a person or an animal or a dragon. Become aware of the creative genius that is taking place next to you. Look at it and feel how you feel sitting next to your creative genius. Envision that you are in a sacred place together, in a place where you both feel the liberty to create together, to play together, to dance together. And allow yourself to travel to the place that feels most soul aligned to you and your creative genius. And notice how you feel in its presence. Now ask your creative genius, what are you here to create? Make it as tangible as possible. Will it be a book, a course, a movement, art, poem, an album, music? Just make it clear. And what is the message behind this creation? So what is the big purpose behind this creation? And let the answer come intuitively. And the third question, who is this project for? And again, allow yourself to feel into the answers, how they resonate deeply with your soul, and how you can anchor in this creation into the present moment. Feel how this creation is also going to help you expand your soul creative powers, how it's going to help you to amplify your unique purpose and your unique being on this earth. And feel your deep yes for this project. Feel it in your heart. in your hands, in your head, in your mind. Yes. Give your sacred yes to the creative genius. Yes. 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 And now allow your creative genius to show you the steps, to show you what you will be doing next. And let it show you a pathway on what you will be creating first. And also 3 simple AMA steps, aligned micro actions that you can take within this week. Allow your creative genius to inspire you and also to work through you as you will be saying yes to all of its inspiration. You'll be co-creating in flow, in an effortless ease. Feel how joyful it is to create. See yourself completing all the steps with your creative genius, and within a few weeks from now, hold your creative project in hands. Like I said, make it as tangible as possible so that you can hold it in your hands, a physical representation of your creation. See it before you as vividly as possible. Hold it in your hands or close to your heart. And repeat one more time. Yes, I commit to create this project with my creative genius by my side. Bring a smile to your face. See yourself excited and succeeding in finishing this beautiful project. Saying thank you to your creative genius that has chosen you for this project. Lock hands, lock hearts. Give each other an energetic hug and feel that you merge together. You are a team now. Thank you, thank you, thank you, creative spirits. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bring your hands to your heart. And with a deep inhale, bring yourself back to the room. And exhale deeply. Another deep inhale. All the way into your feet. Wiggle your toes and come back to the here and now. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes. Scribble down a little bit of the answers that you got from this meditation. And let's continue creating together. Namaste. So, welcome back. So I give you some time to scribble as I will continue this masterclass. I see that we're already an hour in. I hope you're still with me and that you got a lot of energy from this meditation. I know that It like moves me every time we do this. So let's continue. I will, start to invite you to create together, because creating in this way, together with your creative genius and with your creative powers that come from your soul, is going to expand you into the being that you are meant to be. And your creative expressions will just automatically start flowing out of you. And also by aligning with your great purpose and powers, you will help create the big shift. Not only by what you create, but by who you become. The CREATE method is a homecoming to who you really are. It is reconnecting you to your soul purpose and brings clarity to that. And you become unshakable in your soul purpose. And the expression in which you bring your purpose to life will just be a playful expression. So no more procrastination, self-doubt, or anything that has been stopping you, because you are giving yourself permission to live in this soul state and create from soul. I'm super excited about this. Because when you start to open your creative channels, like we did just now in this meditation, you will stop forcing and start flowing with your creative powers. And you don't need permission from anyone outside of you, just the pure joy and ease of creation itself. The inspiration itself is a sign that there is a genius that has chosen you to co-create this project with. You are divinely selected for the job, and that's all you need to know. If you knew that divine or source or God was creating through you, would you edit it? Would you stop it before it's finished? Would you feel resistance and postpone working on it? Or would you feel so inspired that you just want to work on it right away? And of course, not stop until it's finished. I know that the latter is true, because it's such a joyful experience to be in that creative energy. And it is also giving you permission to just allow your light to become undeniable. It is a decision that you make. It is your sacred yes that makes all the difference. So look at these images, these women that are just present in their life, in their body, in their creative expression that is life. They're not grinding, they're not hustling. They are being the light that they've come here to be. And if you could see my face right now, I would glow so much. I will send you a photo after this, because yes, being in your creative flow, connecting to your creative genius, is gonna make all the difference in your life. The results from former clients of mine. Kate, who decided after working together that it was time for her to move countries. That was the most soul-aligned decision she ever made, and she made it in an instant. Momo, who always wanted to write her book, and finally did. And recently, book 2 was published. Patricia, who wanted her work to be about more than just paying bills, and who upgraded her life with so many soul-fulfilling activities that bring her soul to life, that she's now like radiating. She's like feeling so soul-inspired by everything that she's doing, including the work that she's doing. Harriet, who didn't only find her dream life destination as her new vacation home, but also landed a new job that gave her the time, freedom, and financial impulse to stay there over summer. And Lizzie received an avalanche of dream clients just 24 hours after launching a new, more soul purpose and soul aligned offer. She has made over 5,000 euros in 1 month from this impulse. So these are some of the examples of magic life decisions that were inspired from soul. Some about real tangible creations like a book or an avalanche of dream clients about a new offer in their business, but some are just about making decisions that are more soul aligned and that open up that magic life instead of the mediocre, like, oh, let's stay safe. Let's stay safe outcome. So I'm super proud of all these women, and I am inviting you to check in with yourself. What does your magic life look like? And what is your soul inspiring you to do? So I want to conclude with this very powerful AMA method. AMA means she loves in Spanish, and it stands for aligned micro action. Because it's not about going fast or being perfect. There is no fun, excitement, or pleasure in that. It's all about taking the next aligned action and having fun doing so. All while making your soul whispers louder than your inner critic. So this is very, very essential to this AMA method. The micro actions that we are taking are based on our soul whispers. And those soul whispers get to be nourished, and they get louder and louder and louder, and they surpass anything that the inner critic is saying about it, because it is a micro action. It's not too big that your subconscious beliefs come up and sabotage everything. So that is the most valuable thing that I have been giving my soulmate clients, because a lot of them are stuck in that cycle of like, oh, I'm not good enough, or I'm procrastinating on this because it's so big, or I don't know how, or anything that is like coming from the inner critic. When we take soul-inspired action, the soul whispers get louder and louder, and you don't even hear the critic. If you are in alignment with your creative genius, like you just were in meditation, you notice that there is no turmoil, there is no inner doubt. There's just that joyful feeling of being connected, truly connected to your creativity, to the project, to your why, your purpose, and everything that is connected to this project. And like I said, then the inner critic becomes more silent and more silent and more silent and fades into the background. In our mastermind, in the Create Mastermind, which I'm going to invite you to, of course, in our mastermind we use the AMA method to not only inspire aligned micro actions, but to align fully with your purpose and your power. So you become unshakable action takers who create their next purpose project in 6 weeks or less. No, not years. No, in 6 weeks by playful expansion. Of course, it is an intense process. I do want only very, very committed souls into this mastermind, but I also know that if you do have the time, the dedication, and the willpower to succeed, then hustling your way there is not going to bring you the fulfillment or the playful expansion that you're looking for. So it's not about pushing harder, it's about allowing more of you, more of your soul to take the lead. And that is a very special method that I am going to teach you. Of course, the AMA method is just a snippet of the full Create method, but it is so super valuable. I'm going to tell you more about this in a moment. The Create Mastermind. We are a loving, gentle, action-taking community who thrives by the success of its members. We are reminding you of your power, your unique strengths, and how this all comes together in your purpose. And I will playfully invite you to rise, to take action, and become the version of you who is creating from your purpose and power. By soul activations, accountability coaching, weekly check-ins, celebrations, and creation with capital letters. Empowered audios, and much, much more. This mastermind is going to be jam-packed with all the soul-aligned tools that you need for any creation project. And I know that this sounds really weird because, like, I've never written music. I don't know how long that takes. I have never written poetry. I don't know how that actually goes in. Like, so this is, how do I say this? This is a universal model that is based on creation itself. So creation as the core of everything. Like the plants that grow, the forest fires that then have to recover, and there's new green growing there again. Like all of that there is a creative energy behind it. And the Create Mastermind is allowing you to tap into that energy. And in the meditation, you've already experienced a little bit of what this energy feels like. Because when you are in alignment with the creative genius, it's not about your own decisions or doubts or fears anymore. It is just about allowing. So that's why I'm saying that, like, you're receiving all of this. It's going to be a sacred container where you get to amplify your purpose through your creation by becoming more of you. And I can only say that I'm going to bring my all so that you are going to bring your all to the creation process. And this can happen in just an hour a day, half hour a day, committing to creating your project, all while fully being supported by your divine spirit team and your soul. And of course, the creative genius. Like, this is a sacred invitation. So if you're seeing this masterclass, that is meaning something because you came. You know that there is a sacred project knocking on your door. You have created before, but mostly from grind or from hustling and making deadlines. I know that a lot of creators have never created this way. And I think, like, the painters or creatives in this area, this field, have had this experience, but when it comes to writing a book, or when it comes to creating a business, or to creating a movement, or something that is related more to the business side of life, I know this is unique. I know this is a unique way to tap into your creative project and to finish it before you can even start doubting it. You've already finished it. So if you feel the inner pull, it's time to listen. Catch a seat in the mastermind. We are going to start in a week to set you up for an activating journey to create your next purpose project within 6 weeks or less. Is that a great promise, or isn't? And if you feel like, okay, I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do this in my summer holiday, I want to start in 8 weeks from now, 6 weeks from now, we're going to do this again. So do reach out to me, because there is, there's every 2 months, there is a new mastermind group opening, and you can be joining the next one if this is the more aligned timeline for you. But I always advise you, when you feel the yes right now, act on it. do it right now, because this is going to make your soul so super happy, and you will expand only from making this decision already. So I invite you right now to take action. Your next purpose project awaits your sacred yes. I invite you to accelerate your divine creation process and book a seat in the mastermind. You can send me a DM with the hashtag CREATE, and we will be booking in the first session. It will be a private session to reveal your next purpose project, and from there I will lead you into the mastermind and how we will be amplifying your beautiful creation process. So this is me in one of my former creation processes. I was celebrating finishing a beautiful project that was also about divine creation. So join while you feel activated. The Create Mastermind is here to accelerate your creation process and helps you to finish the things your soul inspires you to do. What's included are activations, the AMA support framework, soul flow, so creating from soul, not from hustle, the beautiful identity shift that is necessary for you to become the purpose, to become the creator of your beautiful purpose project. And of course, there is weekly accountability coaching. And this is all leading to creation alchemy. Like I said before, a lot of creatives have had that spiritual connection to their creative genius and creating from flow. But I know that there are some creators out there that have been like losing connection with that part of creativity and really want to create from soul, want to create their purpose project, have had a calling, a big calling, but never followed through. This Create Mastermind is going to help you. I am 1000% convinced that we will be having a super beautiful experience and that you will have great benefits from this mastermind. So that's why, it's only available for dedicated souls who are ready for their next purpose project to be in their hands in the next 6 weeks. So let's see. Are you ready? Type CREATE in the comments. If you are, then I will reach out to you immediately. This 6 weeks mastermind is really an intense process. Like I said, it includes activations and empowering audios and all of that, but it is also a personalized journey because you will be sharing your weekly wins. You will be having access to me all week through our community chat, and there's nothing going to stop you from creating your beautiful soul aligned project. And the beautiful thing is, after you have walked through this whole process, you can use it for every other project after this. So I know this sounds like a big investment to some of you, and for some of you you're like, oh my god, you're crazy. Of course I'm in. 544, this is it. So just send me a hashtag CREATE to give your sacred yes, and we will be scheduling a private session to see what wants to be created through you. I know that a beautiful, beautiful creative journey awaits you, and I can't wait to welcome you in. This was it. This was the masterclass. Create. And now the question is, are you ready to create your divine purpose project in the next 6 weeks? Or maybe less. DM me for the details and to schedule in a call. If you really feel that divine sacred yes, then I will be looking forward to hearing from you if there's any questions, just type them in the comments, and I will come back to you, or in the comments, or maybe in a private message if that feels more aligned. Mostly I do audios to respond to questions, so that might resonate for you after listening to me for an hour and 20 minutes. No, an hour, because there was a 20-minute meditation in between. So let me know what you got from this. Let me see if I can come back in screen. I have no idea how that works, if that is even possible. So I'm gonna try to get back into screen, and I don't know how. No, I don't see how. Okay. Well, guys, I love you. This was amazing. Like I said, questions, post them in the comments. Or if you want to directly DM me the word create, if you're interested to take the next step, then let me know. I am excited. I will post a photo of me after this, so that you can see what your divine creation craziness is looking like in the eyes of a creator that is already working in this way. Thank you so much. It was a delight to have you. And yeah, give me some feedback if there's any pointers that you have, any questions. I am eager to connect with you. And I can only say, yeah, let the creative energy flow. If you don't have the workbook yet, I will type in the PDF. I will put it in the comments if I can. And otherwise, just DM me so that you can get the workbook. So in the workbook, there are some questions to really reel this all in and to integrate this beautiful masterclass. Thank you so much, and see you in the next one, or see you in the Create Mastermind. Thanks, bye.